Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning to remove the limiter on my Segway Snarler AT5L. Only for this one I'm planning to remove the limiter. So I'm curious how fast this is going to go after that. Also gonna make a short review about this ATV after 36.5 hours, 808 kilometers, because I got a lot of questions about these ATVs. How do I like them? Do I want to keep them or not? I'm gonna keep my point. I like this one better than CF Moto. Officially CF Moto 520L is for sale right now. I'm only gonna keep the Segways, and I'm going to explain a couple of things, what I like and I don't like. I absolutely love the ATV. I love the suspension. I don't have any issues with it. The only things that I don't like about this ATV is these clips. Plastic clips are absolutely garbage. When you take them out, they break like hell. The other thing that I had to do with this one, actually I spent some time with it so I can figure out what's wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I had a weird noise on the brake, on the foot brake, going downhill. What I did, I basically use a brake cleaner and I sprayed this disc right here a lot, and then also I used a spray grease for all these connections and joints, flexible joints, and now the ATV runs like new. Absolutely amazing. So my opinion, because the ATVs, they get, you go with them on rough terrain, mud, snow, you name it, rocks, I would grease this. I'm gonna do the same for all the other ATVs because I like it so much. I use the spray. I'm going to show you exactly which spray that I used, and I spray some white grease on all these elements. And for the brakes, if you want to have that squeaky noise, use some brake cleaner, and I use it's fine, no problems. Now I'm not going to show you what I did with the exhaust, but perhaps on the next video, or maybe at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the modification, the easiest modification ever on this ATV, and it sounds absolutely amazing. You can see this is the factory exhaust, and I'm gonna start it right now. Well, what do you think about this sound? Well, this is not the best area to hear the sound. It's pretty loud, there's a train. But check this out. Absolutely amazing. It's not loud because I didn't want a loud exhaust. It's just perfect. This is the part that I was missing from this ATV, that sound, but I didn't want it too loud. I wanted something cool. So other than that, what I recommend, I know a lot of guys are complaining about the shifter on the Segways, but I'm going to tell you a trick. You see the shifter has some kind of the bar that goes all the way here. What is this transmission right here? Right? This is bar. And because of that, you have to push this arm to change it. I got some friends using this ATV and they had issues shifting. But I don't know how big. Probably they don't understand how the ATV works, but I never had issues with it. It's the same, it's simple. Sometimes if it gets stuck, for example, here on H, all you have to do, let's say you cannot change this, you either shake the ATV or simply move forward a little bit or backward, whatever, where you are, and then you can change. Yeah, so if it's hard to shift sometimes for H, for example, to reverse, you simply move forward a little bit and then you change. It's easy. What I'm planning to do, because if you understand physics, then most likely you will understand these mechanisms, how they work. Because it's so short that it's harder to shift, right? So that's why it's so hard. They made it this short so that it doesn't interfere with the handlebars. But you can do actually an extension. I would probably extend it up to here, and then you're gonna see that the shifter is gonna be so much easier than it is now. So if you have issues with this, you should also check the brake, because the brake is connected to the shifter and it has an adjustment right in here. If you take this cover off, you're going to see there's an adjustment, and you can adjust. You can actually change without touching the brake. If you adjust this, I don't know exactly higher or lower, you can actually, you don't even have to press the brake in order to change the speed. You can do it without pushing the brake. So now I'm gonna take this to a dyno shop where they can remove the limiter for me on H. I can also increase the power to 15% by an extra cost. First, I'm going to start with the removal of the speed on this one, and probably this is the first AT5L with the limiter removed that will be removed. And I'm curious how fast this is going to go after this. But trust me guys, with the simplest modification ever, you can get an amazing sound. It is not loud, this is the point. I don't like super annoying loud exhaust, but this is sounds so good. I'm not going to show you yet because I'm still working on it. Okay, now let's go to dyno. Let's do the modifications to see how we can access that panel. OBD, I don't know where the OBD is on this ATV because I haven't seen anyone anywhere, but we'll figure it out in a minute. Stand by. Okay, first test. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so happy with these two mods, the exhaust mod and limiter removal. Absolutely worth it, guys. You should do it on AT5L. It's totally worth it. I mean, I wish I can reach 120, 130 or something like that, but I wasn't able to reach more than 103 kilometers an hour. It's good enough, you know, just so you know, but these are not super safe. Especially when you take turns, you have to slow down a lot because the center of gravity is pretty high. But on the straight roads, it's totally worth to have the limiter removed. I totally recommend it. Just do it at your own risk. Perhaps if you want to reach more than 105, you need different tires. You need some road tires. These are mud tires. What I like about it is that it doesn't shake at all. Like, even at 100 kilometers an hour, ATV was very stable. Because I was expecting to feel some vibration because of the tires, because of, you know, the speed. But no, it handles really well. I'm impressed. Again, I wish I could reach more than 103, but for sure with different tires, it's not windy. Yeah, you can reach more than that. The exhaust is amazing. It sounds like a beast. I'm loving it. You can probably hear some pops too. Yeah, I hear some pops sometimes. In comparison with the CF Moto, you know, I compare this like a jig wagon. You see how the front is lifting when you start. The front is lifting like this. Oh, I wish I could be there. Yeah, this is so cool about this ATV, the way that it's lifting up when you start. Yeah, so these are some affordable modifications. You can increase the power to 15%. These guys decided to do it for me. It was a bit complicated, more complicated than other ATVs, because we had to take the computer out. Actually, they couldn't do it just on the ATV like this. They had to take it out and then I don't know, modify the software somehow, but it works fine. I don't have any issues, and I'm loving it. So let me show you what I used for the brakes. Something like this, brake and parts cleaner. And for the grease, I use something like this, white lithium grease. Comes in a spray. Okay, what's cool about this one, you know, you can spray it anywhere and then it turns into grease. Yeah, you see, it turns white. It's so cool. So use this one. And for the brakes, so you don't have that noise, because, you know, dust particles, little rocks stuck in there. I use just a brake cleaner. ATV looks still amazing. I'm loving it. And looks so good when it's clean. I just don't want to take it off-road anymore. When it's so clean like this, and with some tire shine on it, it's good, guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time.